Good evening, gents. Welcome to the third episode of Zest or Zooch, a series where me and my co-host Avery look at and rate things from the Yakuza series that we liked and disliked. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a different rating system as opposed to our last two episodes, because we are going to be going over Substories in Yakuza 0. What we will be doing today is looking at one specific substory and then giving it either Zest rating or a Zooch rating. Zest being good, beautiful, you want to kiss it on its hot mouth, and Zooch being, oh no, run away, it's gonna unconsensually eat out your booty. Alright, so let's get this started. What's up, mate?
Alright, we going? How's it going, man?
It's going great, so we're gonna start at
this.
Kiryu right now. Yeah, you know, Kiryu.
Yeah, sounds, yeah.
Okay.
So, I see the first one is the Visionary Fortune Teller.
Yep.
I'm looking, I'm looking at the list and I'm seeing some of these that I recognize by name, others that I don't. I don't recognize this one. Could we see what this one is about?
Oh, you don't? Oh, alright. So this is the one where,
as soon as you bring it up, it'll probably come all flooding back.
The lady who tried reading Kiryu's mind, asked you a few questions about your future.
Oh yes, I remember now. The one where she says something like, "My dude, you're gonna have like 10 kids."
Oh yeah, that's like, right. That was so funny.
Am I gonna be like some sort of man slut?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then Ryuji makes a surprise appearance because he wants to do the Kiryu baby daddy action that he's.
Yep. Yeah, that's all right. I think I've got my score in mind for this one.
What you thinking?
Zest. I like it. I like this one.
Yep, I agree. Zest. I love how it like talked about the future of the series, and it was very funny. Overall, just a great sub-story.
It's got the best of all worlds. It's funny. It ties into the plot of future games. It's perfect. That's a perfect sub-story.
I agree.
That is a zesty sub-story.
Let's go. We got 2 zests for that first one. All right, the next one is Akuri Quest.
That's the one. I remember that one. It's where the kid gets the video game, and then the video game gets stolen, and then it gets stolen again, and there's kind of well, I'm trying to come up. I'm at a loss for words.
It's like a
basically
it's like a elephant chases the dog, who chases the cat, who chases the mouse kind of thing going on.
Yeah, kind of deal. Yeah, and then at the very end, they get into like, I bought this for my son. My son didn't need to buy it myself, kind of thing. Oh yeah,
that's right. He stole it from the thug because he wanted to buy it from his son, who turns out was the original person who got it stole from. And then Kiryu told the son that he and his dad got it back for him, and it made such a heartwarming, beautiful ending.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't like this one as much as the fortune teller one. That one's really hard to beat, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is zesty. I like the concept. In execution, it's not as, I don't know. It wasn't as fun doing the fetch quest over and over again, but overall, I still say it's zesty.
Yeah, I agree. Zesty. I also love how, they could have made it like just be chase this guy, but they made it way more better by having that cool twist at the end. Yeah,
that definitely that brings it from like a 50% zest, like kind of halfway between, to definitely into the zest territory.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely zest.
All right, next one we got Passport to Pizza.
Passport to Pizza. I remember this one. This one's really funny. Definitely zesty. It's very fun.
I agree, zesty, because I didn't like the whole thing going on with that dude, and he was paying her for prostitution, but at least it was a happy ending. And honestly, one of the most iconic parts of Yakuza 0 was running with that dang pizza, bro.
Oh man, when I cosplayed Yakuza 0 Kiryu, I totally recreated the pizza scene.
That was hilarious. You managed to put almost 3/4 of that pizza in your mouth. That was crazy.
I put most of that pizza in my mouth. That was
who knew
that's
Kiryu
a really
had
good sub-story too.
That great of deep throating skills. That's just wild.
He learned it from Majima.
All right.
He learned it from his time with Majima.
So this is definitely
Wait, no, that's Kiwami. Sorry. All right. That's Never mind. That would be.
He learned it with Lisan. He learned it with Lisan. Wait, no, that's for Majima. I'm mixing up my guys.
Yeah.
It must have been that Tachibana fire cock, bro. There we go. We finally got it.
There we go.
We got it.
We finally found the answer. All right. Number 4, Kamurocho Undercover. I don't actually remember this one.
I don't either. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to remember this one.
Oh, yes,
This is the news guy. Remember? In the bar?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He was trying to find
good weapon. Yeah.
the weapon. He asked Kiryu for some help, and then this guy was like, "Oh, you're a news guy. I'm gonna kill you." And then Kiryu saved him.
Yeah, that's a decent sub story. Overall, I'm gonna say it's zesty. Yeah, it's good. It gives you a good reward for doing it, which is always a plus.
Oh yeah, very good. That 9mm.
Oh yeah, gave you that pistol. And the story is pretty good, so I'm gonna go with the zest. It's zesty.
I also like the character design specifically of this guy.
Yeah, the characters
like,
themselves
they
too.
A little bit above and beyond with this guy.
It really did. They did really good on the sub story. I'm gonna say it's definitely a zest.
I agree, zest as well. So far, we're like 1 for 4. Everything's been zesty on both sides.
Yeah, well, I mean, Yakuza 0 is one of the best Yakuza games, so I mean, the sub stories have got to be. And also, Yakuza 0 was my first game, and I did a lot of stuff. On my first time playing a Yakuza game, I spent a lot more time doing sub stories rather than focusing on the plot. So maybe I recognize a lot of these and have soft spots for Yakuza 0 sub stories. That's just me.
Yeah, it was a good one. All right. The next one is the human trafficking ring. So this is still with the same guy. It's like it's the next one you do with him.
Mm-hmm.
So for this one,
also,
I don't remember what happened really.
I remember there's a thing where they went to a back alley and there was like a guy who.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember.
And then it was the bartender.
The bartender was actually that guy who like.
I don't know how I could have guessed that. So it was pretty good. It gave me a good surprise.
Oh no, he like realizes that it was that guy.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty zesty.
I agree. It's zesty. It's building more with the relationship that Kiryu has with this guy, and it also it gives some cool shellac lore, which is fun. It's nice and silly.
Yeah.
All right,
number 6, Damned Yankee.
You remember this guy, right?
Insta-zest. So that's like my favorite
all
sub
over
story.
the screen right now.
Oh yeah, that's like my favorite. It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite sub story in Yakuza 0, probably. It's awesome.
It's got a decent length. The characters
it's
are
a good
cool.
length. Characters are awesome. Best part. And like the concept is funny, and it's just a great sub story.
Yeah, it's like the first one. It has a lot of stuff going on for it. And then that crazy Kyo guy, he ends up joining you with the business minigame. So
he was like really useful, right?
Yeah, he's a very good character for the beginning of the business minigame. So
yeah, definitely an early, definitely a really good early business minigame guy.
Yeah, great reward, great story, very funny, zest all the way.
Yep. How to Train Your Dominatrix.
Oi, oi, oi! You remember this one?
I remember this one, yeah, because it's pretty hard to forget. I think a lot of people remember it too. I like this one. It's pretty funny.
It was pretty silly. Remember when you were like
it was
training
really
her?
Oh yeah, that was that was really funny. Yeah, I'm gonna say Zest.
Yeah, Zest as well. I had a few laughs with this one. And then the guy
definitely had some good laughs.
Oh wait, do you remember when you're inside the place with her, and then this guy comes as a customer, and then she says that Kiryu's watching to embarrass him. Oh my god, it was so silly.
That was
Then you also get that guy as a
you get him
as a
he's also pretty good, right?
He's decent, not as good as Crazy Kyo, but
Crazy Kyo I think was better. But
he's good
like
for the beginning, you know.
Yeah, another good early game guy. You know,
he really helped out against like the Electronics King, if I remember correctly that way.
Yeah, another Zest. This is a funny sub story, good characters, and it gave you a really good reward for doing so.
Yep. All right.
Password protected.
Password protected.
This okay.
Oh, this
remember
is
I
the one.
had-
Do you remember this?
This yeah.
You have to go and like, it's like a. Once again, you're like chasing a mouse. You have to find this password for this merchant.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's just okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna throw out the first Zooch we have. It had some
yeah,
funny moments.
I think so too.
But the store was kind of not good. There wasn't too much good.
Well, I mean,
in it.
I think the store was the best part of it. The store was okay because it gave you some really good pocket circuit stuff. But that's the only thing I like about it.
Yeah,
the store
see,
that
it's
gave you
kind
good
of-
pocket circuit items.
That's like all it had.
Everything
going
else
for
is
it.
just totally mid, I think. So I'm gonna throw out Zooch.
All right. Sorry, password protected, but maybe you should have had the seller be like a big booby Chinese woman. Then maybe you would have won, but you lose. All right.
The show must go on.
Next one.
Oh, I remember this one.
Is this the one
Yeah.
with the where you're like, oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
helping out in some kind of food review thing as like
Yeah.
their producer?
This one's okay.
I gotta say,
I mean,
I love the fit. First and foremost,
yeah,
that
definitely.
fit is so
Man,
beautiful.
bro has drip.
Look at those. Look at that ass in purple pants, bro. That's delicious. I would eat that up.
Of course. This one is. I can't say it's like really, really good. I don't think, but it was enjoyable, and I remember doing it on my first playthrough of Yakuza 0, and I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely it's by far not Zooch, but it's a little it's fairly decent into the Zest territory.
I feel where you're going with this, but I kind of liked it because it was a little bit too long.
Yeah,
but
definitely. That's
enjoyed-
my main complaint.
I enjoyed the setting they put Kiryu in. You know, on the spot.
Yeah,
the director.
That's why it's definitely still Zooch. It's not definitely still Zest.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
All right.
Um,
Zest for the show must go on.
Yeah, I'm going Zest. It's a pretty good one.
Sugar
Not like
Daddy.
the best, but yeah,
Sugar
oh,
Daddy's
boy,
up
this one.
next. This sounds spicy.
This one.
If I'm gonna be honest right now,
Oh,
I think I'm gonna go Zooch because
same.
it was an
My thoughts
interesting
exactly.
scenario.
It's just weird.
And
yeah,
the whole story
it's
with
interesting.
like, then they're like, she looks like my daughter, and then
It's just
he's like,
weird, dude.
he finds out that that's not his daughter, and then he continues to do the cabaret club with her. That's like kind of gross.
Ugh, yeah,
It's like-
man. Definitely
like,
Zooch.
I want
That's
to
definite
bang my
Zooch.
daughter kind of energy. So yeah,
That's just that's absolutely Zooch.
Zooch.
Oh, Zooch. Yeah. So far we're sharing the same opinions. So great minds think alike. So do ours.
Exactly. So, we have like 3. Did we say that were Zooch, right?
Two Zooch.
2 Zooch. All right. Because I want to have
Shrink
like
wraps-
a overall at the end. So I'm
yeah.
gonna write that down for now.
Okay.
All right, you
Shrink
start
wrap
at this one.
dream. All right. So the shrink wrap dream. Having trouble with language.
Oh, I remember this one.
This is the one where Kiryu buys a very sus magazine for a little boy, and I mean, it's pretty funny. I thought they handled it
hilarious.
pretty well.
I love the whole
I mean,
Metal Gear segment you had there by like
Yeah,
dodging
yeah,
all
yeah.
the women.
I mean, I cannot get around the fact that the subject matter is pretty weird. But I thought they handled it really well, and I thought they made something really funny out of it. So I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going
and then the
Zest on this one.
ending with the accountant. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember her name either. but
Marina,
she was-
I think.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
I think it was a great sub story, and I'm gonna have to.
I
go
thought it
Zest.
was pretty good. I'm going Zest on that one.
And then the name as well is just, it's just on the spot.
pretty
Great
clever.
name.
Miracle and Tenkaichi
Miracle
Street.
Johnson.
Oh yeah, we're getting Miracle Johnson in here.
This
so
is the
this
one with the zombies, the thriller.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yakuza Dead Souls reference.
Miracle Johnson from the zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I thought. I liked the characters. I liked it all. It was really good.
the references to real life were just so good. The battle was unique and fun.
The battle was pretty good. Yeah, it was fun. It was unique. I liked it.
And then what I also will add in, I like how in this game, Miracle Johnson makes one of the disco songs that you can dance to.
Oh, yeah. It's also like one of the hardest ones, right?
I don't know about that. It's like, you will be very crazy now.
Yeah.
I am gonna make her mine. So I'd say Zest.
It's definitely a good song. Yeah,
Miracle
I'm going Zest on that one. Absolutely, it was a really good sub story.
All right, next one we got is the Tax
Lady.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, this one.
Remember when she was digging through the thing, trying to get the VHS tapes, and you had to like make that guy distracted?
Yeah.
And you had to like say how he was so hot looking and his suit was beautiful and stuff like that. It was so silly.
I felt like this one, I don't know, I just don't remember this one very fondly for some reason. It just, a little bit felt like it went on just a little bit too long, but you know,
I agree with that. But I thought it was hilarious. But the one discretion I have with it is betraying your neighbor like that. I felt so bad for this guy.
I felt bad for the guy too.
But in the end, you do get her help also for the business minigame. So
yeah, she was pretty okay in there too.
So I have to go Zest because I like how they added. Okay, so see the thing is with this as well is that it's kind of a sub story based off the business minigame, which just gave the business minigame a bit more life because it gave you more characters and stuff. So that's why I have to go Zest for this one.
Yeah, I'm going Zest on it too. It's definitely not Zooch. It's just not one of the. It's Zest, but it's far from the zestiest.
Yeah, it would be like a 70, not like a 80 or 90.
Yeah. 70, 60, 65 maybe for me, I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Alrighty, this one. Next
Destiny
we have
Calls.
Destiny Calls.
Oh, this one. Okay. This one was alright. It's pretty okay.
I do not seem to recall this one. Could you tell me about it?
Kiryu goes into a telephone club. He gets a call from somebody who kidnapped a child and was demanding ransom. So Kiryu goes there, and the guy kind of figures out, oh shoot, I was calling the wrong number. Ah, crikey. So that's about how I remember it. It was okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Right. So it was basically a guy abducted a kid, and you had to like tell him to not do that. Yeah. And he didn't even know that he was calling to the club, which made him not be able to do the ransom.
This one's just okay. It's far from Zooch.
I agree. It's okay.
It's fine. So I mean, just Zest by default.
Yeah.
It's not zesty, but it's not Zoochy either.
Yeah. So it's like it's just it's passing by.
It would have
default.
a 50. Yeah, it passes by default, but it would have if we were doing the regular scoring, it would have a 50. Halfway between Zest, halfway between Zooch.
Yeah. All right. Next one is Help Wanted.
What?
Wanted. The FNAF VR game Help Wanted?
Oh!
Oh my god.
I remember this sub-story. It's okay.
Once more, I love how it's a business sub-story.
Yeah, another one.
It does that more world building. And also you get Kiryu with glasses. Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, it's cool to see that. Marina, yeah, that was her name.
Okay, so I think there's multiple sub-stories in this one.
Yeah,
Help Wanted again,
different.
Underneath It All. And then Beyond the
Underneath It All?
Wait,
no, that's a different one.
No, that's a different one. Okay.
Destiny
basically,
Calls, Help Wanted, and Help Wanted again.
No, Destiny Calls was the guy who abducted a kid.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was Help Wanted and Help Wanted again. So let's
look at Help Wanted again, because I remember at the end of this thing, you hire a guy who kind of failed he talked very poorly during the interview, and he was very nervous. But when he came out, he saved a dog who was getting abused from the first two guys you interviewed, who were just trying to get a cab fare from you and not work for you. And then you ended up getting
Yeah.
him on your team as a security guy, and I thought that was a great ending.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
kind of giving Help Wanted and Help Wanted again Zest by default.
Yeah, Zest.
Eventually, once we get
not
to the
something
finale,
yet.
I'm gonna say like very good, because I like how they introduced this character who was nervous, but he had passion. But that's for the next one. That's somewhere down here.
For me, this one is just okay. It's not like super zesty. It's not Zoochy by any means. It's just all right. It's another. If we were doing traditional scoring, I'd probably give it like a 65 or a 70. So yeah, it's pretty
All right.
good.
Let's go
Underneath
to the
it
next
all,
one.
literally, this one is Zoochy.
Yeah, it literally is unconsensual panty selling. That's oh my goodness gracious. And this is high schooler, man. This is just crazy.
Yeah, that's just nasty. That's nasty. Get out of here. But I mean, I thought the sub-story itself was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It had some action.
Yeah,
the weird crazy guy who I don't even want to talk about him. You had to protect her from that
he is
psychopath.
unhinged. Yeah, that's just.
And then she joins your business, and she also has the hots for Kiryu. But once again, she's a high schooler.
That's nasty. Get out of here.
I kind of want to give it a Zest because it kind of, it's something else.
I'm gonna go with Zest too.
That's interesting, but I didn't really. I don't know. It was kind of weird, if you know what I mean.
It was a weird sub-story, definitely. But it wasn't a bad sub-story. So I'm gonna go with a Zest by default. If we were doing regular, we'd probably give it like a 60.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. Zest.
Beyond the Door.
Next one we got.
A required sub-story.
A scripted one. So is this just the one? Oh, I think you have to beat the bouncer or like.
Yeah, and when you get the money and you gotta whoo.
So I'm gonna be honest. All this is just teaching you what the cat club is, and I don't.
Nothing
think
to it.
Yeah,
Zooch.
Although it's funny name. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
All right,
Heir
next
to the
one.
Family.
Heir to the Family.
This. Oh, all right. This is the Daigo one. Zest.
Oh yeah, Zest. Oh, it was. So
I really
good.
like this one. It had a good message for Daigo. It had Daigo. It terrorized Daigo and his relationship with Ki. It just did a lot of things right.
Great.
So I'm giving it like an
building.
insta Zest. Yeah, insta Zest.
I love it when they do that, when they bring people back into sub-stories to like do this kind of stuff.
Good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a
Zest.
good sub story. So yeah, Zest.
And it's nice to see how like Daigo looks up to Kiryu, because that wasn't really something we ever seen in the series. But Daigo like reminisces about these kind of times, like in Yakuza 3, he like shows that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was beautiful.
That's a good sub story, definitely.
Next one, A Shining Example. Do you remember this one?
I don't remember this one.
I remember this one now.
Oh, I remember this one. It has Shinji in it. All right, that's gonna be an instant Zest.
Instant Zest. I agree.
It's good.
I just wish our boy was in more games, because cool design, cool character, cool voice actor.
Yeah, definitely.
I love what they did.
It's good.
Bringing his story in. He followed Kiryu because he saved him from the Yakuza.
Yep. This is a zesty one. This is a good one.
I agree. Zesty.
All right. Yeah. So far, most of these sub stories are pretty good. So.
I think we've only had 2 Zooches.
No, it was 3, right? We had.
Oh wait, yeah, 3, because with the Japanese Cat Club.
Yeah, that one's pretty mid.
All right. Now we're going on First Impressions is our next one. This is the one I was talking about. Okay, this is the finale to the hiring ones.
Yeah. This is a good one. I'm giving it a Zest.
I agree, Zest. The other 2 had to fall
for the reasons we discussed earlier.
So that this one could fly, and I really like what happened in this sub-story.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, all right. So Zesty it is.
Zesty, yes, and we're pretty on the same page,
Yeah.
with our ratings.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people would agree with a lot of these takes because, in
Yeah.
general, Yakuza 0 did very good with the sub-stories, in my opinion. I just think
Yep.
they're all just lovely and, like, have a good feel and story.
Yeah, a watery investment.
Alright, this is
oh.
the next one. Oh, do you remember this one?
Yeah, I think so.
It's actually
or do I?
kind of strange.
Yes, the aha water.
Like, honestly, what happened? Did you, like, protect this girl because she was scamming these two guys?
She was scamming these two guys. She tried to scam Kiryu. Kiryu said no, and like I don't know. It's so.
Honestly,
It's not
I
that
didn't
good.
really like it. I'd have to go Zooch because interesting idea, but it really kind of didn't bring justice. I feel.
Yeah, I
to the
can't give it.
scammers.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give it a low. I'm gonna give it a low Zooch. It's not that Zoochy, but it's not that good.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I agree.
So I'll go with that. Yeah, it's not zesty.
Guess
Miracle and
who's
Maharaja.
returning?
All right, that one's.
Miracle Johnson.
All right, that's a zesty one. That's a good one.
This time you actually get to face him off in a disco battle.
That was fun. Except I suck at disco battles.
It was so hard though. He wrecked my.
Oh yeah, I
wrecked
don't
the
think you
first
can beat
time
him.
I did it.
Yeah. Zest. Definitely Zest.
I also, now's a good time to mention that when you do sub-stories with him, he gives you a present and he says black or white, and then you get a
Yeah, because it referenced
big
the actual
black
song.
box or a small little white box, and that's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good sub story.
All right,
What's next?
the girl in the video, the one in.
Oh, this one's okay.
Oh,
It's
I
just
thought this was the
fine.
ghost girl. No, this is.
That's a different one.
This is a real woman.
This is okay. This one's just okay. I felt like it went on just a little bit too long. It's okay.
I don't remember
just
the
okay.
ending. Did the dude get together with the girl, or did
I
he
don't
like?
even either, and that says a lot that we can't remember what actually happened.
It was kind of forgettable.
Zooch. Yeah, it was not super Zoochy, not super definitely not zesty. I'm gonna go with whatever you say. What do you say?
Okay,
bud?
wait. First off, I might have to give it zest for the one scene where Kiryu and him, they both go into the booth together to watch the video,
Oh,
and it kind of
yeah.
looks like this guy is railing Kiryu from behind.
Really?
So I think I have to give it a zest.
All right, I'll give it a zest.
Just
It's
for
not,
the comedy. The comedy kind of carried it.
There's a fun. Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay. Now the
Postcard.
postcards.
Oh, the postcard
Rookie,
trilogy.
Postcard
They're pretty-
Pro, and Postcard Master.
Mildly zesty.
I'm gonna be honest.
They're okay.
I really like what they did with this. I think it may have been a little bit diluted with Majima doing it as well.
Yeah.
But I love the little references and all the like stuff that happened in it. It kind of just made it.
Yeah.
Once more, it's like these things actually happened in your playthrough, so it made it feel like like it was more real. And then also sometimes you had the chance of seeing Goro-Chan on like Kiryu's playthrough, or the same
That's good.
with Majima's. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna give the trilogy zest by default.
I'm giving it a zest. Yeah.
I liked it,
It's
but
alright.
it wasn't too great.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Don't dance alone.
Okay, I
This
think
is
we're
fun.
getting into the dancing trilogy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, definitely. So Don't Dance Alone,
okay.
Don't Technique
Need
to
to
Die
Die-
For, and then Marja Showdown.
First two, Zest. Last one, Zooch. I hate it. It's
Okay.
annoying and it's hard.
Why don't you like
Zooch,
the last
Zooch.
one?
It's hard. I had to get you to do it for me. Remember? I hate it. I mean, actually, you know what? I'll change my mind. I'll give it a Zest because it brought back the guy from Yakuza 5.
What guy?
The guy that you face off with Kiryu, he's from Yakuza 5.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's nice.
So grudgingly, I give it a Zest.
Okay,
Grudgingly.
I'm kind of giving it a zest by default, but I kind of like the
Same.
first two because those characters
Yeah.
ended up cheering you on in the future. Especially the
Yeah.
first guy who was like Kiryu, I'm your dancing kyodai now. We're dancing bros for life, you know? I thought that was adorable and fun.
Yeah, it's good. And then, okay, the hookup ones.
Hookup. Okay, yeah, let's just go through all of them.
They're
Innocent
okay.
hookup, sexy, flirty.
Fine.
Okay, no, these are the good ending ones, so we're gonna do those separate from the bad endings.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they're just, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna give them a Zest because they're just, it's basically the outcome of the phone minigame.
Yeah.
It's not really something you should make
Not really
into
deserving
a
of a whole sub-story. Just
Yeah.
Zooch, I
It's
guess.
just you met her, you know?
It's just okay. It's not like a good sub-story. It's just okay. It's a high Zooch. You know, not a bad Zooch, but just a
Yeah,
Zooch.
it's like just barely under default because you do get to then bowl and dance and sing with these girls, but it's like I don't think you needed to have a check on the sub story list, if you feel me.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's 3 whole Zooches we just had put down. That's a lot. We're doing the bad endings, the Sakura Shock.
Oh, the bad endings now. Also Zooch because they're just not that much there.
You know, for this one though, it's a little bit better because instead of just being congratulations you win, it had like a little bit more dialogue.
Oh yeah.
So for Sakura Shock, for example, Kiryu goes baka mitai because he got played as a fool, stood up. So I guess this one had a little bit more comedic purpose for me.
Still
It was
Zooch.
actually
I'm still
memorable.
going Zooch.
So, okay, this is going to be our first contradictory one because I'm going to go Zest with this one.
I'm going Zooch. I didn't like it either. It's still just kind of the same.
All right. So, yeah. That is our first 50-50 we got there.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
I still
interesting.
respect yours. I still respect your opinion. Just like still, I don't.
I agree. I agree with you too. It's got the same thing going on as the good hookups, but I just like that it was a little bit more.
Yeah, these are definitely a tier higher than the successful ones.
Yeah. Okay, verbal warning. Oh my god, this one was even worse than the Sakura one.
Oh, what's this one?
So, you get trolled by a woman that sounded kind of nice, but in real life she wasn't nice and she was scary. And then she jumps on you and you lose your health. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
I gotta say this one was funny. I think I might give it a Zest just for that.
I don't know. I'll give it a mid. It's mid.
So
not Zooch, not Zest either.
Oh come on, but that'll complicate things. You gotta go either Zest or Zooch. That's the title.
Or Zest. Oh, Zest,
All
whatever.
right, there we go. That's what I like to hear. Okay, is keep them separate because they're like the what's it called? The car pocket circuit sub-stories.
Yeah.
So we can go through them all by one, but let's also quickly add this in what we thought about pocket circuit overall because we forgot to do that in Kiryu's episode.
Somehow.
That's
I thought it was
stupid.
You're never gonna believe this, but in my first playthrough of Yakuza 0, I never even found it. I never did it. I never even triggered it. So I didn't have an opinion.
Yeah, so see, the thing about it, I think that this, out of all of the things, I think this should have been a scripted sub-story. Because the Cat Fight Club, it was scripted for some reason, but why not have, the pocket circuit be scripted,
I think this should have been more scripted than Cat Fight Club.
Because you could go the whole playthrough without going to that area of the Kamurocho because you might just think it's some random sub-story that you're not too keen on doing,
Yeah. But otherwise, on my second playthrough when I actually did Pocket Circuit Fighter, I really liked it. It was pretty good. So I say Pocket Circuit Fighter is Zest.
I loved it too. I have to say Zest. I love the whole collecting the car parts, having to scour the Kamurocho for all of them. I also enjoyed the battles. They were very challenging, and they forced you to think a lot.
Oh yeah.
And my only grievance is that they didn't let Majima enter, but that's because
Oh, yeah, that's mid. That's
Majima was
lame.
too old for it. He was like, I don't have time for kid games.
I am too old for this. I don't have time for these games. I'm 24. Whatever, how old he
Nishiki,
was.
he's like a toddler to me. He's like, is he like 21, 22? Oh, I'm like 30 years older than him. All right.
Baby.
So let's
I don't
start
have
with
time
the
for these
first
games.
Pocket Circuit sub-story. I am Cosmo.
Oh, yes. Anything Pocket Circuit Fighter, I think I'm going to go Zest on. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. This one was a good entry because, you know, first off, the title, I am Kazuma-kun. That's what they have going on in the Pocket Circuit. They call each other Kun there, you know.
Yeah.
It's informal
So,
and it's, you know, adorable.
It's good. So this one is definitely Zest.
It's Zest. It's a good introduction, and it was a nice battle with your first challenger. The Rocky Road of Romance.
Oh, this one was...
This one is Sussy Gussy.
Gussy, but I thought it was kind of funny, so I'm going Zest on it.
I have to agree, Zest.
It was pretty funny, and I like the ending where I'm gonna give you my most important thing. No, child, please no.
Wait,
Here's my car.
I think that's the next one.
Thank
I
you.
think that's the next one, the Gift of Love.
Okay. Oh yeah, that one. They're all Zest, so I mean it doesn't really matter. But
This,
I like.
yeah,
that
look
one.
at here. Hugh, I can't believe I let myself get so flustered.
Kiryu, please never say that. Please don't say that.
So yeah,
Ugh.
this one was the Sussy Gussy one. Because in
That
the
was the
in the
susser.
previous one, you had to fight the
Oh, yeah, it
boy
was
who
two.
liked her, and then
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
one you fight her. So
Yeah. They're all good.
We're still doing Zest on all of these, but I want to go through them a little bit.
Yeah, we're all
and
going
what we
through
thought
them, 'cause
about them.
even yeah.
Ooh, this
Especially-
one's my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
The Suspicion of Pervision.
I don't remember this one.
So this one's the dad of the girl. He thought that you wanted to
Oh,
actually date her.
yes.
And he challenges you to a match. And then when he loses, he says, "Treat my daughter right."
Like, dude,
What the heck?
That was just, I don't know. It's the least zesty of them, I think.
Honestly,
it's kind of weird.
I think it's the most zesty. I think it's hilarious how like naive this idiot
guess.
is.
I
And
get
then
it.
you
I
then
don't
you
know.
go and get a drink with him. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's definitely still Zest. It's a good one. It's a really good sub story.
Okay, next one is the Prodigious
Prodigious
Racer.
Racer.
I'm gonna be honest, this one was one of the more bland ones. This was just a
Yeah.
girl good at Pocket Circuit, nothing really more.
It's
still Zest
Zest
Because it's
but
Pocket Circuit
like
Fighter, but it's
not
like
that zesty.
yeah, not too much substance in that one.
Yeah. All right. I'm tracking my earlier statement. That was the least zesty.
Yeah, there we go. All right, the woman they call Professor.
Oh yeah, this one.
This one was a little bit better. You have to go and meet
little
her at
better.
Earth Angel.
Yeah.
And then
still.
she was definitely a step up in the challenge. Like, this was the first one I actually got kind of stumped in, you know?
Oh yes, this is still zesty. They're all zesty. Yeah.
All right, the next one is The Greatest Glory. This is the talented kid that he's the second best, obviously, because we find out who's the first best. This one, once more, it falls into the category of kind of lame because this character doesn't really have so much substance. It's like
And then
the
the fighter's
Prodigious
crown.
Racer. This one is the best, though.
That's the best one. I really
We
like
find
that.
out that Pocket Circuit Fighter is the best racer.
Himself, yeah.
in
There he
all of
goes.
Japan.
Yes.
And then we have
Yeah,
to face him
I like
off
it.
in the finale of the whole thing. You know?
That was a really good ending. So that's like probably one of the most zesty.
I loved it, and I love Pocket Circuit Fighter. It was beautiful. Chef's
It's
kiss.
good.
Chef's makeout session.
Beautiful.
Chef's French kiss.
They're all really good.
Oh no! The next one is A Mother's Touch. That doesn't sound too good.
I don't like that. I don't like how that sounds.
Oi, oi. I think this is another one of those bad ending ones.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's like 60 years old or something.
Oh yeah, Zooch.
Zooch. I don't like it when women rape Kiryu.
Yeah, because it's weird, and I also had to go heal up.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Not only did he need to heal, but I bet you he needed like a 2-hour shower after that as well.
Ha! And therapy.
Oh,
And
goodness
therapy.
gracious. I think that's why he went to prison. He just he just needed a break, you know, after
Yeah.
remembering that.
10 years in the joint fixed your mental state.
All right, this one I love, the stop and search.
Oh, stop and
specialist.
search. That's a pretty good one.
It was
It
nice.
gives you a good guy. Yeah.
Because he's like,
It gives you a
he's
pretty good-
all around the city. And like, yeah, you were about to say, here, go on.
You got a pretty good character, if I remember correctly, for the business minigame. So I mean, this one's Zest.
He's actually he's literally one of the best security guys.
Yeah.
And then also, the whole story with like him having a partner, but he died protecting him. And then that's why he's like only searching because he's scared to like put others in danger.
It's good character, yeah.
But then he meets up with
This one's
Kiryu,
definitely Zest.
and then he like, he builds up that confidence again, and Kiryu helps him bring it
definitely
back.
Zest.
So yeah, it's very Zest. I loved it. Such a heartwarming story.
Mushroom Merchant. This one's okay, right? It's pretty good.
This one was it's very silly because it got the whole thing that people thought he was selling shrooms.
And he was literally selling shrooms. He was selling mushrooms, not shrooms. If you catch my drift. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's definitely Zest material.
And then also, one of the more stranger parts about this is after you like finish your friendship with him, he ends up leaving for Italy to work for this mafia guy who thought he was selling drugs, but then found out he was selling mushrooms.
Mafia guy.
Yeah, you get the mafia guy. He comes in to work as security.
And he's also really good.
I think this guy is the best security. And then after that is the cop.
He was the best. Yep. Yeah.
It's a nice story. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm giving it a Zest.
That's good. Zest, same.
Uh-oh.
Libido.
You know who's next? Kamurocho's Libido. This guy is the embodiment of Zooch behavior.
Yeah, he's literally Mr. Zooch. And his whole Zoochiness, his whole Zoochiness oozes into the whole Zoochness. I don't know.
I kind of want to give him Zooch because he's such a Zooch, not because it was
Yeah,
bad,
same.
but because he's like a crazy Zooch, man.
He's like, I'm gonna go with Zooch because the guy is literally a Zooch, and also, what else? The guy is literally a Zooch, and it felt like a fetch quest, and I felt like it took forever for me to complete it. So I'm going with Zooch.
I more liked it because it was kind of like a constant. Although I would have enjoyed it more if it was a more serious, regular civilian friend Kiryu had, other than this horned up guy who like takes gas station schlong pills.
Moneybags next, right?
Moneybags. I like this guy.
This one's fine.
He's a nice guy. He lets you give money to Majima, which is
useful.
Very useful, because Majima doesn't really get too much money from his business. And I really like the conversations he and Kiryu had. He's just like this bourgeoisie asshole who's like, oh, I wonder how common folk feel on their class 3 flights when I'm flying in my private jet. Oh my god, it's such a good life I have.
Zooch.
Really?
Zooch. Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
I like this character, so I'm giving it a Zest. So that's another midway we have today.
Yeah. What do we got next? Pocket Circuit Fighter.
What is this the finale?
Oh yeah, this is just befriending Pocket Circuit Fighter. Wait, no, this was.
Maybe, yeah, I think it was.
Because it's Pocket Circuit Fighter.
Yeah, but I'm confused on what this is. It must have been the introduction, the first one.
It's still Zest. I'm going Zest.
Yeah, I'm going Zest too. It's just a little bit strange that it's high up on the list here.
Mihol, convenience store clerk. What did you do with her? Oh yes, you bought it after you bought stuff from her.
You just bought it and then you talked to help her.
Bland. So bland. I'm going Zooch.
I have to go Zest because it's kind of like, it's one of the ones where it's like more normal in like everyday life, Because I bet you a lot of people can like understand this because, a lot of people have had like convenience store jobs and sometimes it's a bit scary, sometimes it's a bit, You can get angry at the people.
Oh wait, I'm totally misremembering this. This one's I'll go Zest on it. Now that I'm remembering what it actually was, I thought it was just you buy things and she becomes your friend. I'm going Zest. I'm changing it. Zest.
All right, Zest it is. I just like it because it just, once more, it's more of the slice of life. It's giving you the average day of normal people, which is nice to see, you know.
Me.
Oh, this is the girl who gives you the chicken.
Yeah, Zest.
Although, this is just the introduction to her, to your friendship.
Yeah.
It's that's a bit strange with the Yakuza 0 sub-stories, is that the sub-story here is just meeting them, and then you get to build their friendship later.
Yeah.
But either way, I liked what they did, adding this sub-story into bowling and the challenge of getting 3 strikes in a row.
Yeah, Zest.
And then you literally get a chicken for your business.
I know, it's great.
How zesty can you get if you literally win a chicken?
Perfect Zest.
Alright, next one is
Sushi
Sushi
Jin.
Jin Chef.
This one's pretty okay.
This one's nice,
What
but
do
I
you think?
also have to say that Majima sub-stories had a few that mirrored Kiryu's, which kind of makes me not really like it too much. But I think it was nice. This was an up-and-coming chef that just inherited this store, and Kiryu came in and, you know, made his day better by talking with him. And
Midway Zest. I'm going Midway Zest.
Yes. So yeah, I agree. Zest. It was nice. It was just.
It's too bad to call it Zooch, but it's not like super zesty either, you know.
Yeah, you wouldn't put Sushi Jin in Zooch. How could you? That
Absolutely not. Yeah, that'd be cruel.
You'd be a monster to do that.
Absolutely. Luca.
Luca
This one
and
was funny.
Sega High
Zest.
Land. Zest. I'm just mad that she didn't let me hit. You know, I'm actually very mad.
Yeah, she's kind of cute.
Calm your horn dogs, man. We should talk about the fact that this unlocks a whole new arcade machine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I forgot about that. Definitely Zest.
That carries it very high, in my opinion. Super Hang On, although I didn't like it as much as the other one. Wait, no. What's the main one?
It was you had to do Outrun, right?
Yeah, Outrun. Yeah, so you had to beat her at Outrun, and then you unlock Super Hang On, which is like a motorcycle outrun kind of game.
Yeah, yeah.
I prefer the original, but I like that. I like how it, you know, what they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked, if I'm remembering correctly, I liked the premise where it was like these two, Kiryu and this girl, competing for scores in Outrun. I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
That's a cute sub story. I like it. So I'm going Zest.
Oh my! It's
Bacchus.
It's my favorite Bacchus. My favorite
Zest.
Bacchus. Zest. I love him.
It taught you some good techniques. Insta Zest.
Not even that, but it also, like, Bacchus, his story is just so sad, and I feel so bad for him.
It's a good character. It's a a good story. It's a good character.
You start out
good all
bumping
around.
into him
Zest.
with Nishiki. You think he's some drunk old man that, you know.
Invest in yourself,
Yeah.
boy.
I want you to be my boxer. We need to team up, boy.
Hey, boy.
But then we find out that it's like
Oh, boy.
these guys have been killing his trainees,
Yeah.
and they wanted to, like, for him to train for them. And his life is so tragic, but he's such a kind man, and I just
He's a
feel
good
bad.
character.
I love
Zest.
him. Zest.
Best.
You know, the last time I heard "Hey Boy," that hurt me. You know, when he left.
Yeah.
The rest of the day, I was just like, "Oh boy," you know, that was my mood.
Yeah, I felt bad. I liked him.
Next one is Kamoji's
This-
training.
Kamoji.
This is
Zooch.
the rush guy.
I didn't like it.
Ooh,
I didn't like his.
I don't want to
training.
do another
Zooch.
midway, but I kind of liked the whole punch art thing going on.
I like that. It's not like super Zoochy. It's just not. I'm going like barely Zooch.
He also stays at the end. He talks about how, like, he was interviewed on TV, and he talks about it would be cool if his family saw. I just really like him as a person. I think it's cool that he and Bacchus are like friends. And then also the whole story with that one Yakuza trying to kill you, and then you have to dodge the bullets. That was cool, in my opinion. They got me off guard with that, because I was just expecting it to be normal people, but then apparently this guy was, you know, after revenge for losing, like, I think it was 1 million yen.
Yeah.
So I have to say Zest. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't like them that much. So I'm going to Zooch.
So that's our third midway we had today.
Yeah. Yep. Miss Tatsu also.
Come on, man. Don't you dare. She's hot as hell, man.
True. I'm gonna go like barely into Zest. I like her as a character. I didn't like her minigame that much, but I didn't. Also, at the same time, I didn't hate it that much.
See, that's like, this is more minigame territory, but we're talking about like sub-story, you know?
Yeah.
I like
Zest.
how, you know, you have to go and beat up the guys to help her collect.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
that
how
was
they
fun,
tied
too.
her into the beast style. I didn't really like the whole weird mannequin thing going on. It literally
That's
no
what's
sense
bringing it down.
at
That's
all.
what's bringing it to Zest.
But Miss
that's
Tatsu
what's
is a
bringing it
cool
to Zooch.
character, you know?
I'll go Zest on that.
In another world, she could have been like a reoccurring character, and I think that would have been
True.
cool. So I'm gonna go Zest. All right.
Apex Predator.
Next
this
one
one?
we got Apex Predator. This is our introduction to what do they call him? Mr. Shakedown. That's what they usually call him.
Like a dragon Gaiden, the man aiming to become the strongest creature.
And he literally was like, "Give me your money so I can go to space and train."
It's kind of funny. I'm going Zest on it.
Yeah, I have to say Zest. He's a silly guy, and
Pretty funny.
he's very
I like
great for like quickly getting trillions of yen. Very good. A dream unfulfilled.
See. Oh, this is the other.
This is the
Also
other guy.
Zest. Not as zesty as the other one.
What is his story? Oh, he just wants to fight tougher and tougher opponents.
Oh yeah.
So that's why he keeps
okay.
like fighting Kiryu, because that's the first guy that actually gave him a challenge.
Yeah, it's all right. It's pretty good.
It's like a Zest by default, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think he was a cool character.
Yep.
All right, the finale.
Head
to
of the
Kiryu's
Clan.
Substories
Zest. It's a pretty
Kiryu's
zesty Amon.
was, in my opinion, harder than Majima's Amon.
I thought they were about the same. Actually, yeah, the giant laser machine.
It's cool how he's like, it's gonna take 17 years for us to prepare. I'm gonna throw that number out specifically because, you know, Yakuza 1 is gonna happen. I liked it. It was, you know, you can't give a Amon fight Zooch. Amon fights are good. They're fun.
Zest. All right,
Here I
with that
come.
we're done with Kiryu.
All right,
So,
do you want to
overall,
rate
we're gonna
Kiryu
do-
overall or just sub-stories overall later?
Kiryu well, let's do 3. A Kiryu overall sub-story, a Majima overall sub-story, and an overall sub-story, just in general. So
All right.
I'm gonna go overall Zest for the sub-stories for Kiryu.
What number though?
They're pretty good. What number?
Yeah,
Oh,
number rating, like in our traditional
75.
75. That's pretty high. And you know, I'm thinking, because this is going to set a bit of a precedent for the future of our sub-story rankings, because we're probably going to be using this score here and then thinking, was it better or worse? I kind of personally enjoyed these ones a lot, and some of these literally put tears on my eyes. More so for Majima. So I think I'll have to go 75. I
And
just think it's fitting. It's good.
You know, the ones that were... It's mostly the ones that were really good carrying it. It's just, you know... I'm going 75. I think that's a pretty good
Although,
score.
you know what?
It's pretty solid.
I think a little bit the opposite. Some of these ones took the tank and like they tanked it down, because I felt like there was a lot of good ones in here. But then there was a few repetitive ones, you know, a few grouped in together that kind of gave less of a feeling of diversity, but there was a lot of different funny, cool, and silly scenarios that Kiryu was put through. And for that, you know what? I might even go like 80. I think I'll go 80. Like
I'm still sticking 75.
All right. Well, still, I think it was lovely. You know, there's not too much to complain about.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Now,
so next we're going Majima.
Let's do Goro Majima's Substories.
From the heart. I don't remember this one.
This one is this guy who was trying to get a jewelry for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's a pretty unique and fun story.
I'm going Zest.
It has fairly zesty. At some points, you know, it has that ending where it's like,
it's
he risked
pretty
his
zest.
life for you for this piece, and that's why she ends up keeping the fake one because it has more value after all he's been through.
I'm going Zest. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, I agree. Zest. It was a nice, fun minigame.
It's a good one. Yeah. All right, the Entertainer's Throne.
Next one.
This one.
This one's the one with the
Zest
stone guy.
Yep, Zest.
My favorite part about
Zest.
this minigame was dancing behind these people to...
yeah. Soon I love you. You love me. That it was just fun.
And then this guy just like turns around and these people are just so perplexed. They're like, what happened to the statue?
Oh, how do you do that, mate? How do you do that? How do you do that, mate?
Is that a Doctor Who reference?
I don't know.
Because, you know, Doctor Who is made by the British, and in their show, they have these things called Stone Angels, I think.
Yes! Oh, the Stone Angels. Yes, I know what those are. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice... Also, do you remember that one guy who was like, quit singing, what's wrong with you? Are you some kind of street idol? Majima isn't a street idol. Majima is everyone's favorite idol.
He's everyone's idol, Goro. That was Zest. Definitely Zest.
It was cool, silly, very unique. I loved it. Alright, Rise of a Dragon.
Oh, this is the Ryuji one.
Do you actually end up fighting Ryuji directly with Majima in this one?
I don't remember. Zest. Either way,
Zest. It's cool to bring in Ryuji. This is Omni territory, so it makes sense why he would
Makes a lot of sense, yeah. It makes a lot of sense. This is the Omni Alliance, like, zone.
This is like the yin to the Dojima's appearance in Kamurocho's yang, you know? It was nice.
Definitely. It's a good one. Zest.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Zest. Although, you know, if they kept Mine and made them a sub-story, that would have also been cool.
That would have been cool, yeah.
One can only dream
Be my
of more
boyfriend.
Mine content.
This one's okay.
Be my boyfriend?
Zest,
What do you
I
mean
guess.
okay? This one was hilarious. I loved it.
It was pretty funny. It's just, yeah. Alright, Zest. Definitely
Come on.
Zest.
This girl just randomly asks Majima to be her boyfriend. That's
that
the
is pretty funny. Like
in this whole series. If I saw Majima on the street, I would go on my knees and go like, "Please, baby, please, I want it, please."
Of course you would. That's so insane.
Shut up. I love the whole thing where she told her dad that he's a one-eyed dentist. And it's like, she specifically needed Majima because he had one eye. That's like,
Why
so
would you,
crazy.
If you're planning to lie about that, why would you give such a hard detail to find?
Exactly. It's just
and that'd be
so silly.
That doesn't give people the right impression when they say they have one eye. You know, what were you thinking, lady? Come on.
What I'm thinking is, how hard would it be to be a dentist with one eye? It's like, you're going to be seeing half of the mouth you would if you had two eyes, you know?
Yeah, crikey.
Because you really need to look in there when you're poking him with the mirror and the stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I love the ending where the dad of the girl, he's like, please date her. I don't care if it's fake for a while. Please.
Just do it. Yes,
I want you to be my son-in-law. Please. Such a relatable family, honestly. Zest. Super Zest.
Zest. Absolutely Zest.
All right. This
Man
one.
with a stranger's face.
I like this one. Man with a stranger's face.
What's that one?
So, I can't get any visuals for you, but this one is where Majima sees this guy staring at this kid playing in the park. He's like, what a weirdo.
I remember this one. Zest,
but then we find out
Zest.
that, this guy actually had to change his identity with plastic surgery to keep his family and himself safe.
Yeah.
And then you have to protect him with Majima because some guys go and threaten the kid. And then it's so sad for him because he never gets to be with his family again. But at least
good characters, good story
with his son one more time,
Yeah.
Literally brought me to tears. Loved it.
Good story, good characters. It's good. Zest.
All right, the next one is the Disciple of the New Order.
Zest. I love this one. This one's
Chura beep,
Munancho.
This is like unmatched.
Absolutely like super Zest.
You
mega
literally
Zest,
get the
hyper
option to
Zest.
hustle on him to like throw your hips around. Show him his boss.
Did you know that this guy it's actually based off of a real religion?
Yeah, it's so gross.
That's crazy,
man.
isn't it?
Crazy. I wonder if these
World's
guys ever
wild.
reappear in the Yakuza series.
Oh, do you want Yakuza 6 spoilers?
Yes.
That's all I need to say.
Yes.
They come back in Yakuza 6.
That's perfect. Can I hustle on them?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember if you get to do anything funny in Yakuza 6.
No! How
played it, I was like,
would they not let me do that?
Oh, it's the Yakuza 0 one! Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. Absolute Zoochi. Next one, Calling the Future.
Calling the Future. This one's pretty good.
This one's
I
cool.
like this one.
I like the whole thing
Zest.
with this phone becoming a save point.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty
That's
unique,
super cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not
Zest.
much else to say. Decent story.
Zest.
Zesty.
Pretty good.
A
Taxing issue.
All right, you remember this one?
I do.
Our Lord and Savior Majima directly affects the taxes in Japan.
I thought it was alright. It's pretty good.
I think it's so silly. I think
it's pretty funny.
It's Zest. The fact that Majima
Zest.
has canonically helped
Canonically
Japan
affected the
have
Japanese economy.
Sales tax, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a big role.
It just goes to show how crazy Majima is. He can do anything.
He can do anything. I can do anything.
Oh my god.
Chan.
When are we getting chapter 3, huh? Toby
Oh
Fox.
man, seriously.
You
Toby
you
Fox.
naughty person,
man.
you.
Jeez.
Okay, crossed words. Next one we got. I love this one.
Oh, this is a pretty good one. Zest. I like
Super
this one.
nice. Majima is the best wingman ever. This substory
Totally, he's a
goes
good
to show.
wingman.
He
Yeah.
literally saves these people's relation.
It's good. That's a good one. Good sub story.
It's so cool how this guy proposed to his girlfriend with a crossword puzzle.
That's a good way of doing it.
Because
yeah,
they love doing it together. It's oh my god.
Good.
Majima's
It's
sub stories melt my heart almost all the time, man. They're
good. Zest.
Zest.
Stadium jump stage. Oh my goodness. Okay, this
Stadium
one,
jumper strunt.
station. So this is the one where you gotta go across the bridge and protect the guy.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's not. It's zesty. Not very zesty. Though.
You know what I'll tell you?
If we were doing the traditional,
This is
60.
This is basically, I think they reused code from the Miracle Johnson one. It was kind of silly because of how absurd it was. I think I'll give it a Zest by default, because I don't want to give it a Zooch.
It doesn't deserve a Zooch, but it's not super zesty either, kind of thing.
Okay, now we're on the postcard
the postcard.
trilogy for Majima.
Yeah, zesty,
Zest by
I
default.
guess.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
same conversation with
Curious. Yeah.
But one more thing I want to add. I like how Yuki also listens to the show in Majima.
Oh
and
yeah,
talk about it.
that adds a bit. That's good.
It's a nice way to
Speaking
make
of
it
which-
unique,
You know how in Yakuza 6 there's Yuki and Koyuki?
You mean in Kiwami 2?
Or Kiwami 2. Kiwami 2, yeah. Did you know that Koyuki literally means small Yuki? I'm not sure if that's the intended meaning, but that's what it means.
I think that's silly. I didn't know that.
Koyuki. Koyuki could be interpreted as small Yuki.
It was obvious that it literally is in the name Yuki. Ko-Yuki. It's
small Yuki. Just small Yuki.
Oh, I ran out of water. That's pretty silly.
Yeah.
Anywho, Zest by default on all of them.
Yeah.
But I also have to
10
add
million drug tests.
Yuki stuff I love.
Yeah, she's good.
Yep. All right, the 10 million drug test. This one was one I never found.
Yeah. It's zesty.
You know what they should have done? They should have made the radius of the poster a little bit bigger. Because I did the disco battles quite a few amount of times, but it never happened. I actually had to search this one up.
Really? Okay.
I never bumped into this poster. This was like the last one I needed for Majima.
This one's okay. It's alright.
I think it would be more impressionable to me if it was like one of the first ones I did as Majima, because it does a lot of unique things with the fighting where like you're partially blind, you're a bit weaker. Yeah. At the stage I did it, I was so leveled up to the point that it wasn't at all a challenge.
It made no difference, yeah.
But if I got it a little bit earlier, I think I would have been able to appreciate it a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, it's good.
And then Zest. 10 million yen is very good for the beginning of the game.
That's good money, yeah.
So yeah, Zest.
Aaron's on the run.
I love this guy. I love
the that's a good one. That's Zest. That's
Aaron Kun.
I like the character.
He's my favorite. Yeah. He's my favorite Japanese man.
Aaron Kun. Yeah, I like that.
It's nice to see a good ending for him, that he realizes, you know, that he was getting played for a fool. And then he ends up being your friend, and he once in a while gets you stuff because you bought him some new shoes because his other shoes were torn. And also remember when you helped him by giving him some health when he was, you know, hurt. Also, if you do recall, the girl that was cheating on him ends up actually working for Majima, and her name is Erinakun or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I think that was a very fitting thing. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And she has decent stats as a hostess, so
she's a pretty good hostess, yeah.
Toilet Talk. This one was
I remember
so
this
silly.
one. Oh, Majima. Oh, poor Majima.
Who knew Majima was so good at slaying game over text, man?
Yeah, man. He's a natural Rizzler, even through text.
It's such a silly scenario, though.
It's a good one. I like it.
It's Zest. I say Zest.
Zest, same. It's absolutely Zest.
Next one. This
Libertarian, Zest.
Terrifying.
You get a really good hostess. Seriously, you get like one of the best hostesses.
She's overpowered, man.
I know. Like, why? She's so good.
It's like, I guess it's like a joke, you know, she's overpowered, but she's, you know, kind of hideous.
Yeah. Zest. This is a funny one.
Also, you remember how she comes back in Kiwami too?
Bro, she's in Gaiden. She's in Gaiden.
No way. No way.
She's in Gaiden. She's in Gaiden.
No way.
She's got to be like 100. She's like immortal. She's immortal.
Bro, who's on top? Queen Elizabeth or this bitch? That's crazy.
Yeah, she is immortal. She's in Gaiden.
I can't wait to see her in Yakuza 8. God damn.
I can't wait to see her in Yakuza 11, where Ichiban himself has gray hair, and she still just looks the same.
That's just silly. You know, nothing much can be said but Zest. Great sub-story.
Yeah, that's Zesty.
Very funny, great reward, just great everything, you know?
That's a good one, Zest.
Alright.
Alright, the dancing ones.
These
are all pretty zesty.
Alright, so we got the party at that place, Marijuana, Disco Transformation, and then Disco Dancing Goddess.
Yeah.
With these ones, once more, you get the friend, you know? It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's good.
But what I have to say is, at the end, once you beat that woman, she gifts you some feather fans that Majima ends up using afterwards for his fever time, which I think is super cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
The same thing happens for Kiryu. Yep. I don't know if it happens for Kiryu, but it definitely happens for Majima.
So yeah, I'd have to go Zest for all of them.
Zest.
Pretty fun. And you know what? I kind of like them a little bit more than Kiryu.
Yeah, same. These are better than Kiryu.
I feel like Majima is more of the dancer guy, so it would make
it
more
makes
sense for
that he
Majima.
slays on the disco, you know?
Kiryu, he's more of a bowler guy,
Yeah.
you know, car guy.
Yeah, you know.
He's kind of like an adult virgin, you know. That's who he is.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
Although in Yakuza 0, he canonically has relations in hotels. So,
Yep, he got game.
what are you gonna say to that, Yokoyama, or whoever thinks Kiryu's a virgin?
In my personal opinion, Kiryu is a virgin.
My brother in Christ, you literally made him have sex.
In my personal opinion, Kiryu should not hit women. Kiryu literally hits Haruka.
In his first appearance.
It's very contradictory to what we're getting told, you know?
Although Yokoyama is like
He's
a
a new
liar.
guy.
Like
Wait,
he's
a
an
liar?
no, he's an actual like he lies just because he thinks it's funny. He like he'll say stupid garbage.
What a booty hole. What a poopy face.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think it's kind of funny how he does it.
Avery, I have PTSD from Scott Coffin releasing fake troll games.
Oh,
Saying like, oh,
Yeah.
FNAF 3's releasing early. You're welcome.
yeah.
Then it's just his face on like a sprite running through like. I hate that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I like it. I think Yokoyama is kind of a funny troll. I like the guy.
I don't like getting trolled. Trolls, you are gonna get blocked.
There's also the chance that I'm totally misremembering and I'm thinking of somebody else who's a troll. I don't know.
I like the
Yokoyama.
original guy who created Yakuza. He was cool. He was a thug.
He's cool, yeah.
Right, we get
Alright,
off
what's next?
topic. Parental instinct.
Paternal instincts. I don't remember this one.
Wait, paternal instincts. Excuse me. I am an imp.
Oh, I remember this one now.
Ooh, we're doing the hostess mini sub stories.
This is Yuki's. Yeah, this is Zest.
Love it,
Oh,
Zest. It's nice to see how Majima cares for Yuki,
Yeah,
and not
he
only
characterizes him
Majima,
well.
Majima and oh my god, how could I forget his name? Yuda.
Uh,
You know, my favorite
Yeah.
scene is how they're peeking through, looking at them.
Yoda. His name is Yoda.
They're like two gay dads worried about their
Yeah.
daughter. I love it.
It's funny.
Heartwarming.
I like it.
Beautiful.
It's
I love
good.
their dynamic.
This is a good sub story.
Super Zest. I love it.
Super Zest, yeah. It's zesty.
And also, it's number 69 on this list.
Nice.
A moment shared. This one
This
is
is all.
with
This
Ai,
is gonna
right?
be another
No, it's with Chica.
Chica. But all these are gonna be Zest, I think.
I agree, definitely. Just Zest because they're so lovely. This one, I think, might be a little bit more bland than the others.
Yeah,
Because it's just,
still
you know,
good.
walking around with Chica. But if I do recall correctly, she has like, when you talk with her in the training, she talks about how she
Yeah.
gets lost. Then Majima says he says such a good pickup line. He's like, well, how about we get lost together or something, you know?
Yeah, something like that. He's like a
Majima
natural
is a Rizzler.
Totally.
It's honestly, I feel so bad that I've talked about this so much times to you, but like,
Yeah.
I love how the whole dynamic they have. It's like all the girls love Majima, but
They
Majima's
all have the hots for
oblivious to
Majima
it.
and Majima.
It's so silly.
Yeah.
All right, next one of love,
Of
and,
Love and
of
Ramen.
ramen.
Mana. Oh, this is Mana.
This is the last girl, so by this time it kind of started getting repetitive to me, but I still enjoy
It's
it.
alright. It's still pretty good.
I love how Majima's like, you know, I told ya, this lady's with me. I'm gonna protect her. So you better apologize or I'm gonna wreck your butt. You know?
Yeah, again, it's this is all gonna be Zest.
And then
I
also
don't think we've had
the thing with the chest pain. She's like, she gets chest pains when she's near Majima or something. It's so adorable, man. Ugh,
Yeah, she's got the hots for him.
Zest.
Have we had a single Zooch for Majima?
Honestly, I think not.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Heck
We
yeah.
didn't even have a midway. We just have been saying Zest on everything. All right, well, Majima,
First friend.
kudos to you.
Good job, Maj.
The first friend. This
Oh,
one's
yeah,
my
This is a
favorite
good one.
because my favorite platinum hostess is Ai.
I don't know what my favorite one is. They're all good. I like Yuki.
I like Ai because like she's more vocal about her love to Majima, and also
Gotcha,
it's like
yeah.
this is her first actual friend, so
Yeah.
it's so nice and
nice.
adorable. And also, this
yeah,
doesn't
this
give
is-
justice to what you do when you're training the girls, but like, I like the conversations you have with them, you know?
It's good, yeah.
When I originally started playing, I was like, oh, what is this? Gross. I need to talk to women. I completely disagree with that now. I think that the stuff they
Bad
talked
character
about
development.
was, yeah, exactly. I love women now.
All right then.
But what I'm going for is she's my favorite. I love this one. What about you?
It's again, they're all Zooch. They're all Zest. They're all Zest. They're all
Yep,
Zest.
they're all Zest.
They're
I
all
agree.
Zesty.
Zest. Next one we have is A Little Brotherly Love.
Oh yeah.
This one was slightly better because it's more unique than like Ai and Mama. This one, if you recall, Hibiki has like a
Miki, yeah.
younger brother that she has to take care of.
Yeah.
And he's kind of being rebellious, but then Majima talks to him, and then he finds out that, you know, he cares for his sister and he just wants her to, you know, take a break from work. Very heartwarming. I loved it.
Yeah.
She's
good.
She's good. Definitely Zest.
Yeah.
Dream Chaser.
Oh yeah.
This is with who is this with now?
Saki.
Saki. Did I just confuse the characters?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I said
all...
Hibiki. Hibiki. This is Saki. This is a different girl.
Saki. Yep. They're all Zest. I liked them all. I liked them all. So.
This one is less unique. Like, the two unique ones right now we've seen were Yuki and Hibiki. But once more, you can't really argue because these characters had so much time with Majima. They had more than enough time to have, you know, interesting stories built around them. And, you know, it's nice. It's nice. I enjoyed it.
I like this one too.
Mystery Caller? Is this? No, this is not. I think we're done with the girls now. This is different one.
Oh, this one. This one's zesty. I like it.
I loved it. Pretty unique. You have to do fetch quests for this random guy. Give him.
I didn't mind them either for some reason. For some reason, I just didn't mind the fetch quests.
I think they were more enjoyable because Majima has the whole thing with the dragon and tiger. So the very first thing I thought is, oh, I need to run to the dragon and tiger and see what I can do.
Yeah.
It was like,
and I did this one as I was grinding on Dragon and Tiger too, so you know, I mean,
oh
it kind of worked out.
This one was very what's it called? It incentivized you to like,
look
for weapons and stuff. You know,
not
exactly the word I was going for, but it fits.
Yeah, it's definitely zesty.
You know, the one thing I have to say is, why didn't Majima just flip through the whole book and take all the money?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I have an idea. Maybe they only put the money there after he completed the job.
Oh, maybe.
Definitely Zest.
Zest, I agree.
Total Zest.
Unique, fun, lovely.
Moneybags. I like this one more than Kamurocho.
I agree. He was more human.
Definitely Zest.
Although he was
like this one.
Kind of silly because he was like, oh, I'm bathing in cash. I don't know what to do with it all. But I like the whole dynamic, how he like wants to be friends with Majima. Because, you know, he's so rich that no one wants to be, like, real friends with him. They just want him for his money.
Yeah.
Which is why he's more real and ground up and why he's more enjoyable, you know?
Yeah, I like this one. Zest.
Damn, man. At this point, Majima ain't gonna have a single Zooch, it seems.
No Zooch. No Zooches.
Although, we are coming up on a pretty big Zooch right now.
Alright, there's the Zooch. Oh! Alright. This man is so Zoochy that he causes it to Zooch. It's a Zooch. Part of me thinks it's so Zoochy that it Zooches its way all around to become Zesty again.
I agree completely. I mean, if you're walking around flexing your abs in underwear with a hard on, how are you not zesty? Let's be honest. This guy walks around, edges and mews at the same time. This guy is he's literally maxing, you know? He just got it all.
This is a good one. Zesty. I like it. This is better than the Kamurocho one.
Yeah, I agree. He's more silly. And then also, remember, he's also scripted an appearance in, like, the Cabaret Club when Majima's in the competitors. I don't remember what they were named. It was like Odyssey.
That was funny. I like
He was
that.
like, he was just randomly dancing in underwear, and
What
Majima's
is
like,
that?
what?
What on earth is that?
Zest. I agree.
Doll girl. Oh, the doll girl. Zest. This
The
one's really
doll
good.
girl, I love this one. I'm telling you,
This is such
it
a
made
good
me
one.
cry. It was so cool that Majima, like, looked after this girl so she was safe.
It's just
But he
so
also
nice.
got
It's
her
so
the
heartwarming.
toys because she, her mom's at work. And I
Yeah.
love how
It's
she
just-
wanted to call him daddy. It was so adorable.
Yeah. This is a good one. This is a really heartwarming sub-story.
I
Zest.
think this
Super Zest.
sub-story could be submitted into the commission of Best Father of the Year. And
Yes.
this would make Majima
True.
win Father of the Year
Facts.
1988. And then also remember that her mother ends up working for you. I don't remember her name.
Oh, yeah. And she's also really good.
Her name is like Doll
Dolly.
Girl, I think. Oh yeah, Dolly. Super cool.
She's
Love
also
it.
really good.
One of the best sub stories in Yakuza 0.
Totally.
I am
Get it.
lost. All
One
right,
up.
there we go.
Come on, chef.
Okay,
This one's good.
this is
It's-
like the
it's-
Sushi Jin one, but it's a
I
little
didn't
bit
like him that
different
much.
because you had to kind of help the girl take
Yeah.
this guy's role
I
because
didn't like it that much.
you brought him the fish, but also what happened was this guy ended up getting in an accident, and Majima was there to kind of reassure his student that she could do it. Then when he came back, he was like, "Oh, I'm so happy that you're doing it." It was nice.
I liked it. I didn't like the guy. I liked the ending, and I liked the girl though. So yeah.
Yeah, it would
It's
be like
kinda
70 for
that-
me, in my opinion.
I'd go like 60.
Because Kiryu already had it, but it was still nice.
Yeah, this is the best. This is better than the Kiryu one, I think.
All right. Now we're on.
Steel's Barkeep. I
Steel's
don't even
Barkeep.
remember this one.
I actually like this one. It's pretty nice. So basically, Majima gets a barkeeper friend who he talks to.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually, one day, he has to leave the shop for a little bit, and Majima takes over for him. Majima
Oh, yeah.
is literally the Lord of the Night. It's writes itself, I loved it.
This is okay. It's not super Zoochy. I'm still gonna go just a little bit into Zooch. I didn't like it that much.
You're going into
All right.
Zooch territory?
Yeah, this is my first Zooch.
Oh. Well, see, I liked it because it's bringing a sub-story into the kind of bar, which,
Yeah.
Shellac was more interesting. I would obviously say that, but I wouldn't give this Zooch because I think it was nice. So I'd have to go Zest.
I'm going Zooch on it. Just a little bit.
Okay. Majima, you got your first Zooch.
Gandhara's Clerk. I don't remember this one. Oh,
This one.
Oh, Zest. I like this
Zest.
one. I liked him.
This
I
one
liked
was
him.
better than the one for Kiryu, where it was like the
Totally.
girl.
Absolutely.
Because eventually these two also go in and watch one together.
Yeah.
It's so silly. Then
like
this
this
guy,
one.
he's a lovable guy.
He's a fun guy. I like him.
He's a silly little Billy.
Zest.
Zest.
Absolutely Zest.
Kyoko at Sega High Tech Land. Honestly, I like the other girl a little bit better.
Same.
In looks.
I thought the other girl was. I thought she was pretty cute.
And I
also just liked. I liked Outrun more than Space Harrier.
yeah, I agree. Space Harrier, I couldn't
I like the
really
other
get
one
on
more.
it,
This one is not Zuchi by any means. It's so outclassed by the other one.
I'm kind of tempted to give it a Zooch because I think they shouldn't have copied this one for Majima.
Yeah.
Especially considering you don't unlock anything really from it.
Yeah.
But okay, you know what? I'll give it a Zooch. I'll personally give it a Zooch.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it other than it just copied Kiryu's. I'm going Zest.
All right. Well,
It's
another
just-
midway.
There's nothing objectively wrong with it in a vacuum.
I needed to
I'm
make it
going
look
Zest.
like
It's
I'm
okay.
not heavily biased during the Majima ratings.
Valid.
All right.
Sparring with Komaki. Zest.
Komeki.
Komaki's there.
Excuse me, it's actually
Oh, it's
Komeki.
Komeki in this one. That's
Yeah.
that's right. They changed his name.
It's
so
pretty
weird.
strange.
This one's Zest though, because it's got Komaki in
Super
it.
Zest.
Super Zest.
Making him be like originally meet Majima, super cool.
Yeah.
What does he do? Instead of teaching Majima the Kamaki arts, he teaches him how to fight against the Kamaki arts.
Yeah, that's cool. I
That
like
means he's getting taught how to fight against Kiryu, someone who he's gonna later teach the Kamaki arts. Pretty cool, right?
It's good. It's a pretty good concept. Yeah,
And
I
then
like it. This is a zesty one.
They have an over arc. This arc they have spans multiple games. Majima ends up appearing as the Hanya Man in Kiwami.
Oh yeah, he
I
does.
loved it. Super cool. The one thing I have to say though is that when I first saw him, my first two thoughts were, damn, he's old and that's a silly mustache.
I like him. I like him.
They did him so dirty in Kiwami too. Did you see the way they made his face? He looked like he was a cremated plastic bag reformed into a wax statue of Queen Elizababeth. You know what? Let me just quickly pull it up right now, so you can see.
Pomaki Genshin. You don't want
Oh
the
my
Genshins.
goodness, Genshin! No, thank you.
Oh!
Look at him!
Oh!
Look at him!
Oh! Whoa!
It's,
Oh my goodness!
It's outrageous what they did to my poor man.
Guy.
I know.
Guy. Well, yeah, he looks old. But wow, he didn't age well.
He looks like he was on one of those NASA spinny things, you know? Like he's has like 5,000 pounds of pressure on his face.
He didn't age well. Poor guy. Poor guy.
All right, well,
what do we
either
got?
way, we got a bit off topic there. That was Zest. Loved it.
Feihu.
Love this.
Oh.
Favorite Taiwanese man.
Is he Taiwanese? I thought he was Chinese.
No, I'm pretty sure they're both Taiwanese. Him and his wife.
His wife is a baddie.
He really scored with her, man. Honestly.
Like, truth. Man, I'm so jealous.
Also,
yeah, this one's zesty. I like him as a character.
Feihu.
I like his wife. I like how it ties into the weapon minigame. It's just overall zest.
Blood said I like his
Zest.
wife. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I also have to add,
I've got the hots for her, not gonna lie.
his theme is just incredible.
His theme is super good.
They did not have to go so hard on it, but I'm glad they did.
Same. It's so good.
That flute, the guitar, they're combined
it
so
just
well.
all synthesizes together to make something truly awesome.
And then, Fuaohui, his whole thing in Yakuza 0 is to teach you how to use other weapons. It gets to a point where you can learn how to use stuff like staffs indefinitely if you don't have any heat. So it basically gives you a whole new moveset, which makes weapons so much more funner in this game compared to other titles in the series.
And then combine that with the calming towel where you don't generate heat.
Yeah.
And, exactly.
Like the nunchucks, I remember playing with them a lot. They were fun. The tonfa, the staff. I used them a lot.
Yeah.
I just spent like an hour messing with all of these weapons after I maxed out the slugger upgrade wheel. It was so fun. I just want to also say on a quick note, Fuaohui is the most best way to do a trainer in Yakuza. He's one of the best examples.
Alright, what's next? What do we got? Arashi. My least favorite of them all.
Least favorite.
Honestly.
I agree. He's kind of like
okay.
a Oompa Loompa Adidas wearing guy. But I like the aesthetic. I like them.
Yeah, I do. It's okay.
They're a few young thugs trying to hustle it out, by dancing.
Zest
I respect
by default.
Zest by
by
default.
default.
Respect the grind.
It's too cruel to call them Zooch, but they're not super zesty either,
My question is, where did they get those sick ass tracksuits, man? That shit's fire.
Dang, yeah.
All right.
Play Money Shakedown.
Play Money Shakedown is the next one we're going for, and we're starting to do the Mr. Shakedown guys.
It's fine. It's
this guy.
Zest by default. I
didn't really like him because this guy is I think his story is that he's like from the West and he's in Japan just beating people up for money.
I don't know.
It's not honorable like for the last two that we went over in Kiryu. It's just this guy wants money. He just is beating up people for money, which isn't, not too good.
Doesn't like him. Do I call this one Zooch? I think I'm gonna go Zooch.
I do like the character design though. You know what? I have to
That's
respect.
like the only good thing though.
I have to respect that they didn't make him redeemable like all the other guys. They made him a bit more like unlikable, which sometimes you have to do that. Otherwise, you get too repetitive. So I
going
think
Zooch.
maybe I'd have to say Zest by default because, you know, he is Mr. Shakedown. Not all Mr.
going-
Shakedowns
yeah.
should be good.
I'm going Zooch.
So that's another midway. So I think we have 3 midways for Majima's sub-stories and 3 midways for Kiryu's.
Yeah.
So it's pretty even now, but Majima has really been ranking it up with the rest of the stuff.
The
Also,
ultimate plan.
I do have to mention that Majima has less sub-stories, sadly, than Kiryu's in this
Oh, yeah, okay. That might be a part of it.
game.
Ultimate plan.
Ultimate Plan. This is the
oh,
other guy.
this one. What is his goal again?
I do
Oh,
not
okay.
know. Do you know?
He just hated Majima.
He just wanted to
I'm
beat
going
Majima?
Zest by default.
I guess I'll have to go Zest by default. I do have to say, though, I enjoyed Kiryu's characters more.
Same. I enjoyed Kiryu's Mr. Shakedowns more.
All right. The final
Amon.
one. Sochamboni in Peril. This Amon,
This one is best.
I enjoyed it more than Kiryu's. I agree, it's Zest. I liked Kiryu's more in the battle because it was more stronger, but I like this guy more because it's just so cool that we get Majima fighting an Amon, you know? So cool.
I like this one more as a character and as a fight, I think.
I like
This
him
one's
more
Zest.
story-wise than as a character, but for
Yeah, I
as
like him
fights go,
story-wise really well.
I like
yeah.
the Kiryu one more.
I think Majima has the better Amon. Like, here.
The thing about this
Yeah.
Amon is, also, yeah, that's right. He's got a JoJo reference.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, his name is Joe Amon, and after you beat him, Majima says, "What a bizarre adventure."
Oh,
This is really
yeah.
a JoJo reference. And then
And
I don't
also-
know if this was a mod or if this is real, but I think there's a heat action that this Amon can use at you, where you just randomly start getting hit in the middle of nowhere, and you just can't
Really?
see what hits you. So that would literally be a
Wardo.
stand. That would literally be a stand.
That's a stand.
If only like Majima could see some random ghost hitting him, that would give us official
Yeah.
confirmation that Majima has a
There are
stand.
stands in Yakuza.
Still, I don't know if that was real or not. I'm gonna check it out when I'm editing to like, you know, put a text in so people know. And then you know what? I also have to add, I wish they would have brought him back in like the Majima saga, you know, as like a secret final boss for it, because that would have like
truth. They had that in the Kaito files where you got like a secret boss. It's not an Amon, but it's like a secret boss. And I think he's hired by the Amon clan. I don't know.
because you know Majima fights this guy. The Amon clan
Yeah.
clearly knows that Majima is the shit, but then
He's a
it's
threat.
just-
Yeah.
they don't return, you know. We don't know. Maybe Majima's fought like 7 Amons in between the events of Yakuza 0 and, you know, Yakuza 8. Who knows?
Who
But-
knows? Yeah.
It would have been nice if they gave us that, just that little bit in Kiwami, you know?
just a little bit extra, because Majima Saga just kind of felt rushed and not that good.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
the story was really good, but that's all there was.
Yeah, and you know what? I was actually kind of like had different impressions about it because I was like watching content on YouTube about like, you know, Yakuza in general, and I saw this one like dynamic intro. It was Majima against Nishida, and it said Nishida X Majima Construction, and I was like, holy shit! Is he gonna fight Nishida in the Majima saga? Are they gonna have like some kind of argument? No, that was just some kind of mod.
Oh,
It was like it
I can see how
hyped
that
me
would
up
set
for
you up.
more. So I was like,
That sucks.
that's it. All right.
So, what are we doing for our score on Majima's sub stories?
You know, I think yes, there was less, but sometimes less is more, you know?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
by
going-
default it's slightly bigger, so I would have to say 84.
95.
Holy schnitzel. You know what? If you're going that high, I'm going to change mine to 85 then to make it a nice 90.
95, yeah, I'm going 95. I really liked Majima sub-stories.
Yeah,
There
they
were
were
There were
nice.
some Zoochers in there, but they're all pretty
Lovely.
good.
And they were like
And even the Zoochers aren't that bad.
dynamic and interesting. They were all like
Yeah, they're really good. They're better than Kiryu's.
yeah, because
So,
Kiryu
overall-
had some interesting ones, but the problem was he had some that were too copy and paste, ones that were just put in
Yeah.
there to be on the completion list, you know?
Yep.
At least, at least they didn't do like sub-stories with all of the gambling in West Park. That would have been a little bit more tedious. Imagine needing to play Mahjong to 100%
You have to
complete
do that
a
in
Yakuza
Judgment.
game. Worst game in the series. I hate Mahjong.
Actually, it's not for a sub-story to fight him on. I just had to do it to unlock a skill.
Oh, well, I hate Mahjong with all of my heart. You know
Same.
what my
I'm
favorite
not
game
good
is?
at it.
It's Koi Koi. I like that.
In Judgment, or in original Judgment, you actually have to do it for a sub-story.
What?
I remember now.
Mahjong or Koi Koi?
Yeah, you have to do it twice.
And I did it.
Well, congrats. I think I'm not going to dip my toes in Judgment for a while. Because I need to finish Yakuza 7 before 8 comes out. 8's coming out soon, man. It's coming out.
I'm going to pre-order it. I'm going to
3
pre-order that
weeks,
thing.
man.
That thing, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Should we do a video discussing about what we want to see in 8?
I think we should. That'd be a really good video to make.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. It's not going to be a Zest or Zooch. It's just going to be a
just a discussion
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Back on track. We need to now talk about, in total, what we thought about the Yakuza 0 sub-stories.
So, I'm going 80. That's my score.
80?
80.
All right. Well,
Oh,
you know
pretty
what?
good.
I'm going to go 85. Because Majima's, I've stated this 7 times, but I literally cried during some of these sub-stories. It's
They're all
crazy
good.
how they could play on the emotions so well in some of these cases.
Yeah.
You know? They were nice. I enjoyed them. So yeah, I'd have to go 85 for
All right.
Yakuza
Yeah,
0
same.
sub-stories.
All right. So, I think that about does it. Do you wanna send us off here?
Yeah. All right, fellas. That's the end of our 3rd episode of Zest or Zooch. Thank you all for watching. We are going to be doing 2 more episodes, and then we're going to end the Yakuza 0 Zest or Zooch. So our next episode
Season 1,
coming out
basically.
is going to be a music one. We're going to go through music tracks. It's going to be a little bit shorter, probably and then the last episode is going to be a heated discussion between me and Avery about the combat in Yakuza 0. So look forward
We
to
have
that.
very different opinions on it. If there's anything you think we should have talked about, if there's anything you think we should talk about for a Zest or Zooch, you got any ideas or anything, make sure to pin it or put it in the comments. We'll probably see that. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot to me. And Vlad too.
See y'all next evening.